What's up, guys, and welcome back to Gray Zone Warfare. As mentioned in the last video, we are making our way down to Fort Nereith, but there's no reason why we can't loot while we're doing it, so that's what we're going to do. So this video essentially is going to be for those people that are starting out in the starter town. If you're Crimson Shield, which I am, but starter town blues, this is a very, very easy loot run for those of us that are up here. And it's very low risk, very low key. And like I said, we're gonna do a quick little jog around this area, little low impact jog, and we're gonna try to just loot everything. Like I said, and we're gonna slowly. We've already broken down Sawmill to the T, but we're gonna make our way down to Fort Nereith, and I want to make sure we capture everything on the way there. So let's get going. First thing we're gonna do when you land at Charlie 2 is you're gonna come over to the UN tent. Always, just come over to the UN tent. There's no reason not to. And like I said, some of these things will be off the beaten path, but at the same time, if you're struggling and you're just starting out Gray Zone and you want some help and you happen to be on Crimson side, this is probably a loot run for you. Okay, somebody's hit that, but there you go. There's an ammo box, and then come over here. UN crate for those that need it. You know, we don't need that. There's no point in taking it, but we'll leave that for somebody that does need it. There's a file folder for anyone doing missions. And if you come in here, obviously you can see here, first aid kit, nothing that we need, but there's opportunities for those of you starting out trying to make money. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go hit the convoy. So we're going to hit the convoy, and we are not going to go all the way through, but we are going to loot the convoy because it's worth our time. Like I said, I'll see you guys in just a second.
Lancer is secured and fully under our control.
All right, guys, I'm walking up, as you can see on the map, walking up to the convoy. Someone's already taken these guys out, so I don't even have to do anything really. And although there may not be any loot left, at least I'll be able to show you where it could be potentially. So don't see anything. These guys have been dead a while, but that's okay. Someone's came through and raided. That's part of the game. So here is an equipment box, ammo box. Like I said, some people are struggling. They're trying to get going. Firearm box right here. Yeah, you don't want that. I don't want that either. We can look at the dead body. They obviously didn't do that. So there's usually about 3 enemies here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to focus. 3 enemies. Bunch of dead bodies. Loot them all. Take the money. Especially if you're starting out. You need everything you can get. There's no sense in not taking it. It's free. So we're not going to go. We'll take the gun for now. It's not worth much, but. Okay, this area right here, as you can see, it's it's Crossroads is what it's called. We're not going there. We're going here. And I wonder if they had the same idea. There's no telling. But my goal, like I said, is for this one just to kind of show you around the Crimson Shield area, in an area that you can loot if you're struggling to find loot that most people will not be hitting. They may hit that spot. They may hit the ambush in the UN checkpoint because that's the most obvious thing in the game. Hey, look at me. I'm right here. But where we're going, not so obvious. And opportunity to make some money. And that's what we hope for. Is that an asshole? That is an asshole. Oh, Oh, did you see that? Dude, that dude took some shots, man. That was right in the melon. That dude took some rounds. I'm impressed, honestly. Make sure ain't nobody else up here. We'll zoom back out here. All right. First things first. Let's loot our body. We'll definitely take that over that. Always inspect. Detach. Detach. Save the weight. Drop. Drop. All right. Now we're looking for our hidden cache. Leave it there somewhere in here. I'm the right. Yeah, I'm in the right spot. Okay, I know it's here. Haven't been down here in a while. Oh, sorry. It's right on here. Okay, we will take that. Yes. I ain't gonna take that either because I don't want that. Pretty much, I'm done with the AKs for now. It's the bullet penetration, everything just seems to be a little less than solid compared to the M4. So we're gonna make our way here. I'll see you in a minute. Thought I saw a head. All right. Nothing. Wow, that stinks. Mm. Okay. I'm not really thrilled about. We'll hold on to it for now. The real prize. Where'd that go? Should be right over here. Well. Ah. Okay. I was way off. Right here. Some of these I haven't done in so long. Oh, some money though. All right, so here we are, second buried cache. Now we are going to go right here. So let's head that way. We'll catch up with you in just a sec. All right, guys. I had to kill one already who's standing on the road. Where we're going is that house, but we're going to go back and get our loot. All right. That's my fault. I was like, where is this guy at? And as you guys know, you can always loot weapons. I just don't really want to be bogged down because with some of these loot runs, I'm getting to the point where I prefer to, you know, get the goods for Vulture and stuff like that. We're gonna find Vulture in a little bit. No idea why that does that. Okay. Not much of anything, right? Kind of lackluster. There is a duffel bag, which is what we came for. Nothing. And not really anything that we're going to just take. We'll use the water. But that's okay. So next thing we're going to do is we are going to go down and hit the wind turbine. So we've killed a handful of people, relatively open areas where there's plenty of cover, yet plenty of range. So we're going to go down to wind turbine. So you've seen this when we talked about the other loot runs around Sawmill. You've seen the wind turbine path. We'll utilize that. I'll get to the wind turbine. We'll talk in a minute. All right, guys. I got them right in front of me. But we are at the wind turbine, as you can see. He's dead. But even though we know this area very well, we have never approached it from this way. And that's okay. So this loot run requires no keys. Okay. But what it does require is a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, and a little bit of light jogging, not for you, but for your character, so you don't have to stress out too much. Go to this buried cache behind the building. Come on. There we go. Okay. So, anyone that knows this path before, we're going this way. So, and what we're doing is just trying to cover an area. And the reason why, while I'm walking, I'll just go ahead and talk to you about this. The reason why that I encourage people in the starter town to do these loot runs that I'm telling you is so the hidden caches that I'm telling you about and I'm showing you are what they consider tier 2 caches. So tier 2 caches have things like the CQA1, bigger money rewards. Everything in the starter town is very low level. You can use a starter town gun and take out the few enemies that you have to take out at range. When you start the game, get enough money to buy an ACOG scope, and then you're able to take these guys out at range. You don't have to get too close. You don't have to get too, you don't have to force things. And essentially, you could take these guys out and make big money in these tier 2 caches. Why does this keep happening? With sorry about that, guys. Audio is just messing up today. Very little, very little risk here. Very little risk in this loot run. So I encourage people to do it, but it's up to you. Starter town can be challenging. Easy ways to make money in this game, especially if you just follow some of the loot runs that we do. Some of them are tricky, man, like Midnight Sapphire and things like that. And some of the ones that you do have to go in some precarious areas. These you do not. When I say starter town blues, come on, man, this stuff is child's play. And if you just follow the lead, like we're kind of showing you, KRD room. Hey, we're gonna be using that. We will be using that. So y'all just hang tight. We'll keep talking here because essentially we're going to round this corner and we're about to be at our next stop. There should be a guy we need to take out. So we'll go ahead and take him out with you guys. He's at range. Okay. I don't know why. Sometimes the laser gets me. Go ahead and reload real quick. Okay. I will say this, like using the SVD, it is nice because you don't feel like you never run out of ammo. It's heavy though. Not ideal for close quarter combat, but at the same time. So anyway, guys, I'm telling you, if you're new to the game and you're just starting out, try this loot run. It's much better. If you're at Crimson Shield, it's much better than just going around the starter town and trying to loot. All right. So right here, if you look at the map, these logs behind it, it's right here in the grass. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to the plane crash. So Looks a lot like the one we did at Sawmill, but it's not. There's some caveats to it, and we're going to show you what those are. But anyway, let's go over there, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Y'all seeing that? That's a glitch in the game right there. That's him. Got him anyway. Sorry, guys. I had to jump back real quick. I was just roaming around. Oh, I did that, and then I won't. I will take the cash stuff. All right, so here we are. Just so everyone's clear where we're at. We're at the plane crash. The plane crash can be tricky, so I'm gonna tell you to be cautious here. And the reason why is because of how the enemies are staged. There's usually 4 people, but not always 4. So it's just enough to where you're like second guessing yourself. So you're gonna come up this path, but you need to start getting a bead on where they are. He already sees me somehow. I don't see him. It's 3, right? Other side of the plane is usually the area. Right there he is. He was trying to switch that gun to auto. Did you see that? Yeah. So that's probably the trickiest part of this whole loot run, to be honest. The trickiest part. 4 people. Take your time. It's not like hard. Just, patience is a virtue in this. So this is where the treasure lies. Anyone that hasn't seen the other videos, I can encourage you to watch them. But if you have, and anyone that's been playing this game for a minute, since this plane crash has been added, this is a very hot spot. I would not be surprised if it was already looted, but you come over here and you come by this suitcase, and here is a jewelry box. This is bread and butter here. Ring, 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 ring. So 4 rings. That's the bread and butter of this area. That's the main thing that you want. But there is other riches to be had. Grenade. I'll leave that alone for now. But I'm going to show you everything that I can. So anybody that doesn't know, you want the PK01. That's pretty good scope. Coming to the back of this pickup truck. Equipment box, patrol backpack. We don't want it. It's a lot of weight. It's not really a lot of weight. BT, we always take BT just because. A couple of dead bodies over here. Water. The irony. He's burnt alive and there's some water in his hand. All right. Nothing there, but there is the box. And here's the other dead body. And there's another ring. So there you go. So next thing we're going to do. So I always tell you loot runs do not end until we go to a site. But here's the thing. I'm going to go to Crusader. I am not going to drop anything off. We're not going to end the loot run there. So I will see you at Crusader, but we are not going to stop. We're just going to go in there to go to our little box and see if it's available. All right, guys, we're back. We're here at Nerith. That's Nerith, sorry. We're here at Crusader. That's where we're heading. And you can see my box has been looted. So that's part of it. People are going to loot things. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to go right here. Like I said, y'all stick with this loot run. I promise you, you're going to make a lot of money. Especially if you're just starting out. It's easy. It's not challenging. I'm using a sniper rifle. So anyway, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take out a couple people. We're going to get this loot and we're going to keep going. All right, guys. We're at the house. Like I said, easy does it right here. Dead. There should be one more. Got him. He didn't know what hit him, boy. He did not know what he was shooting at. He messed up. He popped out and yet got popped. Again, dude, what is going on? Sorry, guys. The audio just keeps messing up. All right. We're good. We're going to go in here, see if there's any loot and riches to be had. Need a black credit card. Come on. Give me something. Give me something. Oh, I see a laptop. Take that. We're getting there. We're getting full. Community chest. And nothing really. But we did find a laptop in here. So worth our time. Worth our investment. Make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay. All right. So next thing we're going to do is we are going to hit the crossroads. So we're heading up here to hit the crossroads this time. And we're going to go make our way to the west. So we're here. We just killed our first guy. Let's use some energy drink. All right, you in firebox? Ooh, mod grip. Hey, we might take some of this. Cool. Loot our body. No wonder he missed. Looking around, anything we could possibly want, use. Nothing that we see right off the rip. Make our way across the street. Oh, dang. Guys, I thought these were dudes. I just walked in and I was like, I'm dead. Luckily they weren't, but all right. Next spot we're moving is over here. So you can see the little maze lines. We're moving over here. We're gonna move north of Mystic. So I'll see you guys in just a sec. All right, guys. It took a minute to find this one. We are out in the cornfield, as you can tell. And we've got pictures here. Apparently people have been having target practice. But here's our cache. If you look on our map, we're right here. Little clearing. So there's the crossroads. We made it here. And let's see what we get. Roll this dice. Nothing good. Nothing good. So all that work for nothing. But we are not done yet. So next thing we're going to do is head right over here. See if we can engage with a few enemies. And then we have one more cache to wrap up the run. All right, guys, we're here. Like I said, not everybody needs this loot run. If you're down bad, starter town has got you whipped, you just tired of it. This is something you can do just to change the scenery. Get out there and explore the map. Learn a little bit. It's fun. There's nobody in here. It's worth your time. As you can see, we're right here on the map. Everything is off the beaten path in this. Everything in this loot run. Like, there is no super obvious, you know, except for the airplane, I guess. He didn't even have no money. Oh, the dude's a bum. So we're just looting the whole area to make sure we got everything. Did I miss it? I missed it. Had to have missed it. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm... My generator? Dang. Yeah. Maybe I'm seeing things. Oh, I am seeing things. Man, who in the world is going to find that? Dang, boy. No wonder I couldn't find it. Civilian chest under here, guys. I did not know it was here. My first time venturing this far out. So, next thing we're going to do, though, just so y'all for clarity, we're moving right over here. Out of boundaries. Oh, dang, I'm out of bounds, baby. All right, guys, I can't ping because it says I'm out of bounds, but I'm walking here. I guess if I die, I die. I missed him there. It's my fault. I'm going to go around. All right, look here. Okay. Got him. All right, let's keep moving. We know there's more. There's a blue hat guy somewhere. Let's see, bled out. What is this? Construction site storage key. Don't have that one. That's one of them keys I've been looking for the whole time for construction site. So now we have to do a revamped mayor's house loot run. That's awesome. I mean, man, who would have thought off the beaten path right there? There he is. Look at that guy. All right, let's go over here and let's just see. I have not been over here. Haven't been over here, so. A lot of enemies here. I've never been out here, so I don't even know. I didn't know this existed. To be fair. Anything in here? We learning together, baby. I mean, just what is happening? I do not want that on. Sorry, I got to turn on streamer mode. I can't. I can't deal with that. I've never been out here, and we're here already, so we're gonna just go ahead and. Oh, is it that construction site? Just help me look. Y'all help me look. I've never even seen this, and it says the map. I can't even ping. I'm so far out. So if you look, I'm way over here. And I mean, it keeps going. I mean, maybe there's more to this. I don't know. So I'm just looking because I've never been this far, so I don't have a clue what there is. I didn't even know there was a town over here. And we're gonna go into construction. We're not gonna go too far because we don't want to jeopardize the loot run. But we do want to investigate. So we got a construction site key. Is it possible that it's this construction site and not a big one? No, it might be the big one because I don't see nothing. There's a cooler. Okay. Again, sorry guys. Like I said, this whole area is new to me. I normally just stop. Oh, all cash is cash. We'll loot these two houses and we're gonna call this loot run done. Like I said, I'm excited that I got to explore a new area of the map that I hadn't seen before. And I got to do it with you guys, so that's cool. Take that. This is medicine. Another gun. Looking for jewelry. Said there may not be much out here. This huge areas of opportunity for this map. Like, I know it seems crazy, but guys, what happens when they start to clear out some of the ground zero stuff? If they do, they may not. They may be like, nah, we ain't doing that. But what if they did? And they started to clear out some of the ground zero stuff. And then like there's underground bunkers and things like that in there that we didn't even know existed. I mean, how cool would that be? This map is so massive and there's so much opportunity left. Okay, we're going to say that's a wrap for the loot run. We're going to make our way down the road. And we're going to cash out at Mystic. So I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, guys. After a long stroll, we have made it back to Mystic. Let's go here and let's just do some stuff with our inventory here. Let's do this. And the reason why we do that is so we go to vendors and we're going to go to turncodes. Why do we go to turncoat? Because turncoat can handle a little bit of everything. Sorry. Number 1 for jewelry. Might keep, no. Alright, so go to Banshee. Definitely want him to have that. Go back to the character. So we're going to swap our backpack out because it should be fairly empty now. We're going to go down here. First, we are going to check to see if we have the key in here, the KRD key. Shed, KRD room. So we don't need that, so we will sell that. Now we will go back to turncoat. Oh, well, actually, we're going to do this. Actually, we're not going to go to turncoat. I think what we're going to... No, we'll use turncoat. The vulture thing might be a little too far-fetched. All right. And then we're going to go to artisan. Boom. Look at that, guys. I think I'm empty. Let me check my wallet. Make sure. Okay. So, in a loot run, out of the starter town, do you understand? Out of the starter town, we were able to make $10,756. Let's review it and let's see what we did to get that money. Okay, very easily. Charlie 2. I'm a Crimson Shield. Here's my base. So I come to Charlie 2. I go down to the ambush convoy where this guy literally is. I make my way over to the pond and then to here. So hidden cache. And then we make our way over to right here. Was it right here? I can't remember now. I think it was right here. Sorry. Yes, it was right here. Right here. So we make our way here. Where do we go? Well, we go down to wind turbine. We utilize the same path we have in other loot runs, and we make our way over to the log pile. That's going to allow us to go to the crash site where the jewelry box is with 4 pieces of jewelry in it and some equipment and stuff like that. But go to the crash site, make your way up through Crusader. The only thing we did was stop to look and see if a crate had some gear in it. To the house, to the crossroads where our friend is right now, out to the cornfield maze that you could see, over to the houses here, the little town, and then right here to the town of Bon Canto. And what we were able to do there was get that last cache and then follow back. And a little pro tip, jump in the river. The current flows you right down to Mystic. Even if you're overweight, you can flow back very quickly and you'll be able to get to Mystic very easily. So there you go, guys. Very, very simple loot run. Very simple loot run. And I was able to make $10,000 doing it with very little engagement. So that's going to do it for me in this one. Like I said, please, if you haven't, consider liking the video and subscribing. If you want to see more Gray Zone content like this, turn on the notification bell. That way you get notified anytime we go live over here on Snake Eyes channel. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. In the next one, I think you're going to see some videos finishing up the Falang Airport. But here we go. Here we go. We're heading our way down to Narith. That's going to do it for me, and I'll see you in the next one.